Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. Victoria here of Abokidits. Um, it's Christmas season, and recently I made Santa's hat. I was using the chunky machine, but today I'm going to show you when I'm using this standard gauge machine. It's a smaller one, like the Brother KH811 that I always use. So I don't know this one. But you see the small size gate machine, and I use this lightweight fingering yarn. For those of you who have the smaller machines and you don't have the chunky machine, you can still make one. However, I'm not going to make a Santa's hat, but you can see I've already made this on this particular one. I'm making an elf's hat, and this one I'm using a different pattern compared to the one that we had, because the other one we did two panels for the Santa's hat, but this one is just going to be one panel, and you see how this already is when I finished making this. So this one I'm making the elf's hat, and the size I'm making is a small size for a child. However, you can adjust it accordingly to your size, because this is a little child's head I'm making. So in case you want a bigger one, you can just adjust it accordingly. Now I am pulling out 60 to 61 needles on one by one. Here I have 61, here I have 60. So if it's an adult, you can consider adding on. If you've ever made a beanie for yourself, so that part of the beanie the size of the beanie that you've ever made, it's what you can consider the number of needles that you have to pull out, so that it fits your size very well, in case you're considering making one for yourself or for an adult. But if it is for a child, children also define head sizes. You can consider also adjusting accordingly to the size that fits properly. Well, I hope you really do understand me, because I've got questions of, I failed to make one on the big machine, how can I make one on a small one? Well, I hope this one really answers your question. If you want to make the Santa hat, you are just going to use two colors, that is red and white. But this is only for this is for the elf. This is the elf's hat that I'm making. So I'm hitting two birds with one stone. Yes, so you just need to adjust. If you're using this smaller sized machine, that's the standard gauge machine, please consider this size or this particular way. And this is a whole totally different way of making the beanie compared to the one that I did with the Santa hat on that chunky machine. Okay, so after you cast on your wrap, or you cast on your yarn using the E-wrap method like I did, and then we are going to knit the band of 40 rows. And I'm marking it in tension 5. Well, I'm in Uganda and our yarn is totally different. So I don't know whichever country you're watching from and how your yarn or thread is. So consider the thread that you use and its size, because this one is a 3-ply and it's a fingering weight yarn. You can look at it, it's quite small. So consider those things when you're making this, and it's 100% acrylic. These are the details. I think it's a 4-ply, not a 3-ply. You can just look at its specifications if you can look at that so closely. That is the yarn I always use, the Robin type of yarn, which is 100% acrylic. So these are the specifications that you would know, the type of yarn I always use in these machines. So adjust your yarn to and the measurements accordingly. Like I've said, this is for a child, so you can increase the number of needles to suit an adult. So after setting up everything, I'm using green for the rib. Then for the body, I'm going to be using red and white. because I think those are the Christmas, okay, the holiday colors, Christmas colors, whatever it is. We are celebrating the remembrance, the birth of our Lord Jesus Christ. So I've knitted 40. Now I'm just going to pick up and join the band together to form that first band. Pick up stitches, join them, make a hem, and I have your band ready. For those of you that are passing here for the very first time, consider subscribing. And those of you that have subscribed, thank you so much for loving Gaboki Knits. It is you that really encourage me to do this knitting. Thank you so very much. Like I said, we have been monetized, and every time you see an ad popping up, please consider watching the ad to the end, because it's a way of supporting Gaboki Knits, as we'll be earning from the ad revenue. Yes, and any other way, if you're considering supporting us, is through the super thanks, the super chat, super comments. Yes, just right below this video you would see it, and you'd be giving us a beautiful smile on our faces. So after that, I'm just going to remove this and leave a small tail that I'm going to use to join this ribbon. Then I'm replacing it with white. So I'm going to be doing stripes. I'm going to be doing stripes of white and red. Now I'm going to increase my tension to 7. Knit 10 rows in red. Then change and knit 10 rows in white. So after here, I'll pick up my latch hook and use this 3-sided edge to pick up, to transfer. Here I'm doing a reduction of 1 needle, both sides. A reduction of 1 needle both sides. Now why I'm using that 3-headed transfer tool, because if I wanted, or if you want, you would use this one edge, which doesn't make a difference. But the purpose of using the 3, it's because it has this beautiful pattern that it leaves at the edge. Look at that. So that's why I'm using the 3-ended transfer tool. So I'm going to replace, and I put the red. I do 2 rows and then do the decrease. After every 2 rows, I'm going to be doing a decrease. Now remember, I am doing stripes, so I'll have to look at my row counter, so that when my 10 rows are done, I have to change my yarn. So basically that's what we are going to do. As I've said, this is a size for a child. In case you're doing for an adult, you may want to consider these first rows, the first 20 rows that I knitted. You may want to add on maybe up to 50 or 40 or 30, depending on the size head. So This is only 20. Actually, this is the size that I'm making. Now you look at the back, this is quite shorter when I fold it like this. So if you want to make a large one for an adult, you might want to have to increase the first straight needles before you start the decreases. You might want to increase them so that you have enough space for the size of the head that you are making for. I hope that is understood. In case you don't get it, let me know in the comment section below. So I'm doing my decreases both sides using the 3N transfer tool. Here now I've reached at row 10. There are now 10 rows of red, so I'm going to change from red and I put white. After doing the decreases, then I knit the 2 rows and continue with the decreases. So we are going to do that up to the point where you have 10 needles remaining. Yes, when you have 10 needles remaining at the middle, 10 needles, because you're going to be decreasing both sides, and you have 10 needles remaining at the middle part. So go on ahead and do that, and we shall meet when you have those 10 needles in the middle. All right. I have 10 needles left on the needle bed. I'm going to change my color, and I need 10 more needles just straight up. 10 rows, not needles, sorry. And then after that, I will cast off with I'll just cut out a long tail and then cast off with the yarn by fixing that tail in the yarn and then picking up stitches and picking up the stitches from the needles all together. Now I'm going to join this all up using the blind stitch. However, I'm first going to remove all these by making knots, just knotting together and cutting off. So I'm going to do this off camera. Then later on I'm going to pick up my needle and join this up together, this stitch, this first one. I'm going to join it on this very first one on the edge using the blind stitch method, whichever way you choose to join, and also use this tail that I left out for the green. And then after, we shall be making a pom-pom and our elf's hat will be ready. So go on ahead. If you have those tails remaining, please knot them up together properly, and then cut them off so that your hat will be neat, very smart, without those loose ends. Then if you've got a pom-pom maker, please go on and make your pom-pom. I'm just going to show you, I can just create another short video of how to make a pom-pom for those of you that don't know how to make pom-poms. Yes, and we shall be sticking it on this hat. I made one using in the previous video, but in case you didn't get it, I'm going to just make one using the cardboard of how to make pom-poms, and it will come up immediately when this video is up. So go on ahead, do that, join up your hat, attach your pom-pom. I'll show you when mine is ready. Whenever you finish your work, please, you can tag me up on Instagram. I'll be glad to celebrate with you. Yes, at Aboki Knits on Instagram. Unfortunately, I'm not so active on Facebook because there is a limitation of Facebook in our country. You have to use VPN to access Facebook, and it's quite a long process for me to be on Facebook. So I am sorry for those of you that always contact me via Facebook. At least if you really want to get to me, you can get my phone contact on Facebook. Yes, I'm at Aboki Knits, and you give me a WhatsApp, I can get that. And on Instagram, still at Aboki Knits, and we shall be in communication. Leave for me a comment in the comment section below. Thank you for loving Aboki Knits. You are so awesome. Enjoy these happy holidays with love. And remember that Jesus Christ came to die for you and for me, and he loves you so much. No matter what you have done, he still loves you and cares so much about you. Let the love of God keep us together. So there's a video for making the pom-pom as I promised, so you will just check it out. This is how the elf's hat has turned out to be, with the green pom-pom, the green edge. I love the stripes, so that is the edge. If I fold it the other way, that's how it would be. Thank you so much for taking out time to watch this video. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Thank you for loving and supporting Aboki Knits. Every time you watch a video, I feel so happy and blessed. Thank you for sharing. Those of you that share my videos, thank you so much. It means so much to me. Let's keep the love of knitting together as we do this knitting work together. I love you so much. May God bless you in these festive seasons as we celebrate the love of our Lord Jesus Christ. See you next time. Goodbye.